We have a segment now that we're going to be doing on all of the Rethink Reviews shows where we're going to have a guest researcher. A guest researcher is someone who we're going to pick from amongst you guys who will help us out and do some research. I have some questions that I'm curious about, and I was hoping that you guys could help me look it up. This is, if you ever saw me on the Young Turks, this is basically what I would do every show before I came in. I would do some research, find some interesting points, answer some questions that Cenk had, answer some questions that I had, and then try to look up some stuff to back it up and also find some fun facts. We have our first guest researcher, first of many, I very much hope. Her name is Pam. She lives in Cincinnati. She's a longtime fan of the Young Turks, and I dare say myself. So let's see, Pam, are you out there?
I'm out here. I'm also a 4-year member of TYT Nation, so I'm proud of that.
Very nice. So, and if you wouldn't mind just telling us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a mother of a 12-year-old, and I live here in Cincinnati in the suburbs. This is my kitchen, which is where my computer is that I live on. I'm a liberal progressive. I do a little blogging. I talk a lot on Facebook. I can't get enough of TYT. I love everything about TYT. I'm addicted to TYT, and anything I can do to help them, I try to do.
So Pam, I mean, one of the questions that I had was, what are some near misses with nuclear plant safety that we've had maybe in the past few years?
Well, in 2009 and 2010, we had 14 near misses in the United States. One was on the anniversary of the Chernobyl disaster, March 28th, 2010 in South Carolina. A high voltage power cable at the plant failed and started a fire, shutting down the plant. And then the other ones were due to lapses or oversights by the U.S. safety regulators. Not a lot, but, you know, enough.
Right, and you know, I mentioned in my interview with Ivan that the AP just did this year-long investigation of nuclear plant safety, primarily due to how old the plants are. They found that 48 of 75 nuclear plants that they inspected had tritium leaks. Which, let's see, I mean, if you believe Ivan, he's saying that, well, radiation, I mean, apparently is not that dangerous. But I try to keep my tritium intake low personally. But every once in a while, I'll go to a bar and I'll snort some, which is
yeah, you and me both. You and me both.
So you were able to watch the China Syndrome. I'm just kind of curious what you thought about it, both as a movie and as a message.
I think it was a great, entertaining movie, just as a movie. I mean, you have brilliant actors in it. Jane Fonda was wonderful. Jack Lemmon, brilliant. He was kind of different. We're not used to seeing him like that.
He's the shift manager of the Ventana plant, and his backstory is that he worked on it. He was in the Navy and worked on a nuclear submarine. We've seen Jack Lemmon in great screwball comedies and everything. Right. And whereas if you see him in this, he is dead serious and so concerned. And I mean, the reason why he turns whistleblower is because he's saying, like, these people are messing with my plant. He's like, I love that plant. Right. And it hurts his heart to see what these people are what these people are doing in the for the cause solely of profits.
And Wilford Brimley was in the movie, and a lot of us love Wilford from his earlier days, and seeing him with brown hair as opposed to his gray hair was very odd.
There was someone who left a YouTube comment that they wish that he had said, we have to be careful, this radiation could cause diabetes. And I was like, that would be kind of awesome.